and I'm from England, really. I'm representing England, Wales and Northern Ireland here. I am the current chair of the National Association of Sign Language Interpreters, ASLI. So the current situation for interpreting in the UK is quite good in comparison to a lot of countries. We have a registration system for interpreters, which means that people who use interpreters know there is a minimum standard of training and qualification for interpreters. As part of that, interpreters have to go through certain checks. So insurance has to be obtained, and you have to have a criminal records check in order to prove that you're a nice person, really. And as well as that, you have to have a certain level of training. We currently have a system of registration, which means that you can be registered as a sign language interpreter, or you can be part of a register of interpreters for deaf-blind people, or other types of communication professionals to work with deaf people. Those standards for registration sit similarly with the spoken language profession of interpreters in the UK. So many interpreters achieve those standards through study at university. We have a system where many interpreters go through undergraduate and then master's level training to qualify as interpreters, but we also have a strong vocational route, so not all interpreters go through university, or they may go through some university training and then also do some work in a more vocational setting. So at the present time there are nearly 1,000 interpreters registered. We have a system where you're in training, you're also able to register and work as an interpreter as well, but registration is not a legal requirement. So there are many interpreters working who are not registered, and we don't know the numbers of those. So registration is separate from our professional association, ASLI. ASLI provides a support network for interpreters, discussion forums, and also the opportunity for interpreters to meet regionally. But we also have a mentoring system. We provide training for mentors and then a mentor system for interpreters at any stage of their career. And we have a strong representative role within government and other work as well. There's no Language Act in the UK, so deaf people's access to interpreters is via the disability setting, so they have some funding from the government if they're employed. So interpreters have reasonably good working conditions. Most deaf children are now educated in mainstream schools, as we've heard from other people in other countries. Recently, the UK has made good steps forward in conditions and registration for deaf interpreters, and that's a growing area. Now deaf interpreters have some access to qualifications on a par with hearing interpreters, and that's a growing area that I think will become more important in the next few years. ASLI in the UK also established a CPD, Continuing Professional Development System, so that after interpreters are qualified, they are still now required to do more training and more development of their skills. Like in many countries, and as we heard from Maya and Mark's presentation earlier, there's challenges in the UK in terms of the payment of interpreters in the current financial climate and training. A lot of people have already asked me about training courses, for example, in Bristol. One of the training courses is now going to close, and that's a training course that has trained many interpreters in the UK. But we do have a strong professional association, and we think that the UK has a lot to offer WASLI in terms of collaboration and information exchange for the next period. Thank you very much.